Hey, this is Mike, and today I'd like to talk about HITIF. This stock trades on the OTC or the pink sheets on symbol HITIF. This stock was down a little over 10% down to 65 cents. It did move down a little more, but still in that 65 cents. So you look over the past 6-month chart of High Tide, the stock has been doing really well, moving from 20 cents all the way up, coming close to almost 80 cents, moved a little higher, and then it moved down. Now, if you look over the past 5 days here, you can see there was actually a little bit of a run up here because they announced earnings yesterday, and then earnings were announced, and then the stock fell 10%. Also, I think what contributed to the stock falling was just the fact that the small caps took a beating yesterday. So, the thing about the earnings were actually really good. They had a 166% increase in revenue. The EBITDA is 8 million, and that's pretty good considering 2020 being a pandemic year. So overall, some really good news from the company as far as their earnings are concerned, but the stock still went down. So I want to talk a little bit about doing earnings plays. I never like, if I'm going to do a short-term earnings play, I never hold the stock when earnings are announced. What you want to do is you want to hold the stock running up to the earnings. So if you see a stock that begins to rise in price and they have earnings coming out in the week, you may want to consider buying the stock, but you never want to hold the stock through earnings because sometimes the earnings could be really, really good and people will sell off the stock. So it's kind of like buy the rumor, sell the news. Or the number that the people wanted to see is not the number that the company hit. So earnings, trying to play stocks after earnings is really, really unpredictable. That being said, the 50-day moving average on High Tide is only about 38 cents, so it's still well above its 50-day moving average. And the cannabis industry is definitely going to be a growing industry over the next decade. So if you do want to play the cannabis space, I would say look at the larger cannabis companies as your core holdings, but then look at a company like High Tide that's reporting good earnings and have it sort of as a secondary holding, but you have to have patience and you can't be freaked out about 10% moves. So don't buy so much of this stock that a 10% move downward is going to shake you out of the stock. But over time, these cannabis companies are going to be mainstream. They're going to be, everywhere. They're probably going to be in every, my guess is every strip mall in America usually has like, a pizza place, a GameStop, a mattress center, a T-Mobile, and they'll probably have like a cannabis store. It's just, that's how ubiquitous I think these stores are going to be, and they'll probably do, like home delivery or whatever. So I would definitely own a nice spread of different cannabis stocks right now. Right now, I don't have a big portfolio of cannabis stocks because I'm still doing my research, but I'm definitely going to include High Tide in the mix because I really like their earnings. I think the potential for this company to explode higher is going to be really good over the next decade. So definitely take a look at High Tide Inc. Once again, it trades on the OTC or the pink sheets on the symbol HITIF. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications. I do multiple daily updates on stocks, options, and stock trading strategies. Thanks a lot.